Okay, I'm pretty sure we're recording. That's the record button, and it's doing the thing. So
It's doing the thing.
I'm pretty sure we're recording.
Okay,
Yeah, and that light is still on, so I think we're good.
Okay, so yeah, when I turned my phone off, it drastically changed. Like I was making rhythms and stuff like that with my, like just with doing shit around. Like I was brushing my teeth and I was making beats with like as I was brushing, and I was just like, I gotta start making a beat. So I literally went to my iPad and just started making stuff, and I got out of the block.
Nice.
So I mean, I recommend if you ever feel like you're stuck or you're overwhelmed or whatever, just as bad as it sounds, and I don't want to sound like my parents, but my parents are right. You turn your phone off for a little bit.
You have to disconnect. You have to.
Literally.
I'm a big believer in reading a fucking book. Like, I'm a big believer in, like, putting your devices away, grabbing a book that you really, really want to read or that you really, like, love, and reading it. Read a fucking book. Like, we're so, like, stuck to short form videos and, like, the scrolling, and I don't think that's good for our brains.
It's not.
So, like, I love whenever, like, I go through those moments, I'll, like, no social media.
Yeah.
I'll barely even check my phone. And I, like, turn my phone off, put it in a corner, and I'm reading books for the rest of the day. You know? Like, or do something creative, write. If that's your thing, do some writing.
What I found was really nice was just going on a fucking walk.
Oh, yeah. Well, so I already do that with my dog. So, like, I'm already doing that every day. But, like, that's a really good one.
That is
going for a walk.
I found it really easy to just take a walk, and it literally helps with decompressing from everything. Especially, like, after a couple of days of not using your phone, going on a walk, your whole perspective on things change. Your brain unlocks. You can feel it. It's amazing. I recommend it to anybody. Seriously.
Have you seen the dumb phones?
The dumb phones? Like,
so they're like, it's a trend of phones where
it does nothing, right? It's like a block.
Well, it's basically like you get the bare basics. You get call, you get text. Most of the screens are it's e-ink instead of like an LCD. So like
the old Kindles.
Yeah, so it's e-ink instead of a screen, and some of them have cameras, but most of it's just like regular shit. So phone calls, texts, your calendar, your calculator, maps, just the most bare like no other like apps, you know? So like very minimalist type. They're called the trend is called dumb phones. I've been considering getting a dumb phone and like really like just popping my SIM card in and out of this phone and using this phone for when I'm at work, and then when I'm on my weekends just having my dumb phone around, so like people can still get a hold of me if they need to, but I'm not being distracted by well, I don't really use Facebook, but Instagram, that's my big one. Not being distracted by Instagram, or it's really just Instagram. my problem is Instagram. So like just getting that, like I'm considering maybe at some point getting a dumb phone to just remove the distraction of my phone on my weekends, so I can like actually disconnect and get back into that creative part of my brain. But yeah, that's super important. And I really, really like that you brought that up, because I think more people would benefit from doing that.
I didn't want to believe it at first, because I even had my doubts when I was like, it was one of my buddies who was like, I didn't talk to him for a couple of weeks, and he basically did what I did, was he just turned his phone off, and he was like, yeah, I didn't want to like cause any fear or anything like that, but I really just needed a time to just decompress and reset.
Yeah.
And when he came back, he was like, he was like 1,000 times happier. He was a totally different person.
Yeah. I like to tell people beforehand, before I do that. Another good friend of mine that I've made recently, he was doing a social media break, and he let me know, which I appreciated. I appreciate.
Yes. If you're gonna go ghost, please like let us know.
Let people know that you're safe and that it's on purpose. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
You like just the bare minimum of just saying I'm good, but I just need a break.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But taking that break is super important. Just disconnecting from your devices and just living in the real world. And I'm being so dead ass, you guys. Read a fucking book. Just pick a book and read it. Find something you're interested in and read about it. Books are literally my favorite fucking thing. Like, they are my favorite fucking thing. If I could spend all my time reading and writing, I would. Reading and writing and making music. That's what I would be doing all of the goddamn fucking time if I could do it all of the goddamn fucking time.
If money wasn't an issue, I'd be making beats and putting out and, doing that shit just all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
If money wasn't an issue, I'd
Exactly.
be making beats 24/7.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the big reasons why the passion gets sucked out of it at times. Is because when you're trying to make a living off of your passion, especially if you're a creative person and you're an artist, it's incredibly fucking difficult to make a living unless you like get picked up by a label or you go viral or some shit like that. And there's so many of us, and not everyone can be fucking famous because of the people that run the industry.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is a lot easier for us to do it nowadays because, technology has made leaps and bounds and social media and stuff like that. So it is easier. I'm not denying the fact that it is easier for us to do that these days, but it's still incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
Almost every musician you know is probably going to have another job that they're working. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. If you want, and yeah, it's incredibly.
You got to start from somewhere.
It's incredibly different and difficult being an artist trying to make a living in this society. It's hard. It's very, very hard. And I think that's one of the big reasons why I can get so depressed at times is because I'm definitely a creative person and I flourish in creative environments and in creative work. And I don't always get to do that. I have to be a different person at times, and a person that I'm not real, like I'm good at it, but it's not completely me, and it can be depleting. It can be very, very soul crushing and very depleting, which is leads me back to my song that I'm releasing. That was another big thing about it. It was like, I just want to enjoy this. I want to have fun creating this. I don't want to be worried about it sounding perfect. I just want to make something that means something to me, that makes me feel something, and leave it at that. Forget about the perfectionist part of it. Just have fun in the creative process in making it. And then I got to collaborate with Cole Walker, and I absolutely love the way that he attacked the drum part. There's he gives it build up without because it could be very much like a pop rock song. It could be very even punky in a way. It could sound that way.
Yeah.
But it was kind of softer, and he still had he had that edge to it, but it still felt lighter in a way. It was the best way I knew how to describe it is that he gave it a swiftness. It had a swiftness to it. It was whoosh, that's the only way I know how to describe it in my artist terms and not my super technical terms. But yeah, that was another big thing with this release, is that I just wanted it to show just enjoy what you're doing, fuck the money part of it. Just create something beautiful and put it out into the world if you can.
I find when you start to my brain is not working right now, but
take your time.
I think what I was trying to get at was the more you try and what is that word? The more you try and force it, the more you try and force it to happen is when it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
You need to just let it happen and just enjoy it. That's
how I changed my approach. So this song just came out of nowhere. I just got the urge to write and
that's what I'm hoping for. 65, the one that I showed you, the one that I think is really gonna be good.
Yeah.
Good.
Not forcing it is actually very good advice.
And that's why I've been so hard on myself as of recently, because I've noticed myself that I'm having a hard time writing right now.
That's understandable.
But I've also recognized that I've been on my phone a lot as well. So I think what I might end up having to do here is take another like step back from, social media and being on my phone and just, maybe just stick to listening to music and just
Yeah.
let it happen.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I
So-
think that's a great way to go about it. I mean, yeah, dude, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's been 3 years since I released a song. I did exactly what you're doing, except it took me 3 fucking years to make more music and put shit out. I have kind of been making music the whole time, very sparingly, but like nothing good enough to release. And this one I was like, this one I can release. This one's a good one. It means a lot to me. The lyrics are very simple, but within the lyrics holds a shit ton of meaning. There are so many layers to it. Like, I could sit and break it down about just how much those lyrics actually mean to me, even with the simplicity of them. There's a lot implied. And maybe, I don't know, but maybe that's a content idea. Maybe I could make like a YouTube video or a reel or something about like just what the lyrics are about and all the different layers that were going on. But yeah, I'm very excited for everyone to hear it. I did no promotion for this. My last few releases, I always had some sort of promotion going on, like an article or just something. And I'm doing no promotion from this other than like posting here and there about it. So like, I don't really give a fuck if only 60 people listen. Like, I'm just excited that it's coming out. And like, I think my most played song has over like 30K likes or some shit.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure. I can actually look it up. With Spotify for Artists. But I don't really care how many plays this song gets. I'm just like, it's just numbers. Who gives a fuck?
I can't even see how many plays are on mine.
I think it's because you haven't set up your shit, dude.
I just don't think enough people have.
That also could be it. Well, Ramsey's listened to it. I listened to it.
I mean, my monthly listeners are up to 7.
Oh, there you go. That means 7 people are listening on a monthly basis, dude.
It's fucking awesome.
Okay, so we're going to go with streams all time. 31,277 Run Out of Love. It's my most played song.
Hell yeah. That's crazy.
That's my favorite song I've ever made.
30,000.
Yep, Run Out of Love. 31,000 actually.
31,000, excuse me. I've just got to put more out.
Yeah. Definitely having a good large base of music is helpful with growing those numbers. I don't focus on the numbers because I don't give a fuck.
The only numbers I'm looking at right now is how many songs I have out.
Which is 1.
I need more.
Yeah, you definitely need more. We're going to work on that.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm
me
very
too.
excited for that. I've got some more inspiration now. I've got some more emotions that I've felt.
Oh yeah.
So
I know you've got some more emotions that you felt. That shit's crazy.
So yeah. I'm ready to take my music up a notch, and I'm ready to fucking take it by the horns and run with it.
Fuck yeah. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for you too. I mean, not just on your career side, but on your fitness journey as well. I mean, that's awesome.
I'm pretty excited about that. I'm very, very I did 10 push-ups the other day. I was telling you this, but
yeah, that's fucking awesome.
3 weeks ago, I couldn't do any push-ups, and the other day I got 10, and I did, and it was just very. It was very validating. I felt very validated. I was like, my work is like paying off.
Yeah, the effort you're putting in is paying off.
Like, I'm out here doing that shit, which is pretty damn great. That's really all I've been doing. It's just a lot of shit at work and taking care of my health, exercising, taking care of my dogs a little bit more, like taking her to the dog park every single day.
Got to get the energy bugs out.
Yeah. And I've been busy. I really hope I can get out and like travel a little bit, not like out of state, but like within the state, like this summer, like taking like road trips.
I was gonna say like go on a road trip.
Yeah, like Whittier is only 40 minutes away, I think. Actually, no, I think Whittier might be more like an hour, but it's still technically like that's a day trip. You can do an hour day trip. Like you can drive down in the morning, spend the day there, and then leave and then get back. I've done last year. I did a Whittier day trip, and I also did. I don't know if it was last year or the year before that, but I did some Seward day trips. I think like twice. Seward's 2 hours away, so that's also not super terrible to do in a day trip. But I want to at least get some day trips in the summer. I don't want to be just completely working all the time. Like, summer's so beautiful. I want to go do fun day trips, like to Whittier or Seward or something. I don't think I'll be able to do any camping trips, which is fine. I'm accepting that. But day trips, I have to at least do some day trips. Even if it's just like, because I'd like to record a music video for Little Strings, and I'd like to record it in Whittier. There's this place called Emerald Cove, and I want to film a music video there really badly. So a day trip to Whittier to film a music video would be ideal. And then just a leisurely trip to Seward, because it's one of my favorite places. And there's this place I want to eat at in Seward called the Flamingo Lounge. So I want to go there and do that. And then if I could, I'd like to get down to Homer, but that's like a 5 to 6 hour drive.
Thank you. I was going to say the one place that I haven't gotten to go that I want to go to, and
I would love to,
is go to Homer.
I have a place to stay if I go down there.
Oh,
the only problem is that I'd have to bring my dogs. So I would need a vehicle where I could bring my dogs. I can't bring my vehicle down to Homer. So I'd have to have a vehicle and bring my dogs with me. But I've got a place to stay if I needed to.
Lucky.
Yeah, so I could like spend a weekend there.
I want to.
You could stay there too, by the way. If you wanted to do a trip, the only problem is that we have to bring my dogs, and we could stay there for like the weekend. But yeah. But I have a place where we could stay.
That'd be fucking awesome.
It's very much camping, so you very much have to treat it like bare bones camping. Like, it's on a little plot of land. It's beautiful. It's like a little farm spot, and I mean, we can go into town if we need to get dinner. That's really not a big deal. But, like, you would probably want to bring, like, a tent or something, depending. Because Elias is in one of the campers. Elias is a buddy of mine. And then the tent that they already have might be taken.
Yeah, it's no problem.
So I got a tent. Yeah, I don't have a tent. Ramsey... Oh, I do have a tent, but my parents have it. God damn it.
And you got to blur that out because you said her name.
Who? Oh, I can say Ramsey's name. She knows me. She loves me.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't think she cares if we talk about her. Hi, Ramsey. I love you.
Hi, Ramsey.
You're my favorite person. But yeah, I want to do some trips. Alaska's too beautiful to not do some sort of trip in the summer.
I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to go fishing.
Where do you like to go fishing?
Anywhere.
What kind of fishing? Like dip net or?
All of them.
Really?
Yes,
you
I love
really
all of
like
it.
Fishing?
I love fishing up here. I mean, the fishing down in Texas is nothing compared to the fishing up here. Down there, it's leisurely, it's calm, it's hot, it's nice, but there's something about catching a fucking 10 to 12 pound salmon on the fucking river. It's so awesome.
I think there's something wrong with me because I don't enjoy fishing.
I mean, even I love it all.
I like being on boats. Is that weird? It's like I don't like fishing, but I like being on the boats when people are fishing.
Yeah, like the halibut fishing was like one of my favorite trips that I took.
So something that I liked about fishing was like I didn't like doing the actual fishing, but my parents would like bring their fish to me on shore, and then I would be the one to like clean it off and then put it in the cooler. Sometimes they'd make me like do the hitting on the head, like they would do
the knock and stick.
Yeah, they do dip net fishing, and I did not like dip netting. But I actually enjoyed being like, oh yeah, them passing me and like hooking it in through like the bottom of their fucking
holding
gill,
it through the gills,
and then washing it off in the ocean and putting it in the cooler. Like I enjoyed that part, but like standing in that motherfucking water, no, thank you, no thanks.
See, I found that so relaxing. It gives my brain something to think about because it's like the current is like flowing against you. You're like constantly
I
thinking
think-
and moving with it.
I think the reason why I might have not liking it so much is because when I did it, it ended up being like the times where it was super cold and
Yeah.
windy. And then like it's windy, but it's also sunny. So you're getting sunburnt, but it's also cold as fuck and windy. And
It
then,
makes no sense.
And then it's like Alaska is a fucking crazy place to live. I feel crazy living here. It's such like an incredible, wild, vast fucking place. I love getting out of Anchorage because I'm like, this is Alaska. And I'm like, I feel so honored to be able to live on this land. Like, it's crazy.
Alaska is like no other.
It's a fucking incredible place. Like, I always try to acknowledge the fact that I'm a settler here and that I'm not indigenous. Because, like, the people that live here, I'm like, my God, y'all are some fucking superheroes. Because this place is crazy.
They have such cool freaking stories, and they are such cool people.
Yeah, the fucking craziest, awesomest fucking people you could ever fucking know. That's like why I was saying, like, I'm a vegan with indigenous exceptions. Like, if I'm going to be partaking in something that they work so incredibly hard to harvest and they're utilizing every single part, like, of course I'm going to want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
That would be such an honor. I have to piss again. My bad. We're live.
We are back.
We're back.
Creatine.
Creatine, 2 shooters, an Olipop, and a glass of water.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm like struggling right now. I'm like, weed, fucking alcohol, fucking. It's okay. I got my weed.
Oh, you got yours.
Yeah, I got mine. Abusing drugs, LOL. Just kidding. I'm not. It's just my weekend. I'm allowed to let loose a little bit on my weekend. I've been stone cold sober all fucking week. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of myself though, because I feel like a few years ago I would have been even more stressed out by this whole situation, and I'm pretty like I'm still stressed out about it, but it's not the same. Like, I'm not like panicking.
Yeah.
It's just annoying as fuck.
Life is stressful right now.
Yeah. I'm sure our listeners are probably going through something that's like stressing them the fuck out too. If you're not, congratulations. Good for you.
I'd give anything right now to be in your shoes.
Yeah, I would like to not be stressed the fuck out right now.
But, yeah. I think it's just important to take the necessary things, you need to do in order to make sure you're all right at the end of the day. Make sure you're getting a shower. Make sure you're getting good food. Make sure you're getting good sleep.
Do what you can.
Yeah.
Do what you can for yourself. You can't always do it all, but do what you can. That's what's important. And that's one of the reasons why I started working out. Because, like, I can do this, so I need to do what I can. And so I'm doing what I can.
Exactly.
It's almost kind of addicting, too.
What, to take care of yourself?
To, like the whole, like, trying to get to places, like, where you can do an L-sit or you can do 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
Or you can, like, when you finally pass that goal, it's, like, addicting.
Exactly.
It's, like, I'm kind of addicted to this shit.
Having small attainable goals like that and something that you constantly have something to work for and work towards is really good motivation.
It's, like, fucking addicting. I love it.
I think some of the motivation I have right now is I want to try and make one more beat, and I'm going to try and write some more lyrics for not number 65, but like 67 or something like that.
What do you think? Do you think I should premiere my song that's coming out on April 12th?
Yeah, I haven't heard it in its final state yet, so
I feel like it's gonna sound bad.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just like that person.
Don't.
I'm like I just wanted to enjoy the process, and now I'm just like, oh, it's gonna sound bad. But I'm
just gonna tell you what you tell me. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, I just need to not overthink it. You're right. All right. This is Little Strings by Scary Jerry, a.k.a. me, dropping April 12th on all of the platforms. This is an iPad song. I am an iPad musician.
She's part of the iPad gang.
I'm an iPad musician. Shout out to La Mics. I use them to record this song, all but the drums. Shout out to Cole Walker, aka the Faunus, for the drums. You are one of my favorite people for sure for doing that for me. And it was funny because I even like showed it to another person. They're like, "Well, I would have done the drums like this and like this and like this." And I was like, "That's drum speak. I don't understand drum speak." Like, all I know is that like there's an airiness and a swiftness, and it's like it feels like the wind. I love what he did with his drum piece, and I know that my mastering is kind of fucking terrible. I did very little mixing on this because I wanted it to be simple, so it's supposed to sound that way, but the mastering isn't the greatest. Look at me talking about it. I'm just gonna play it anyways. Enjoy.
I'm holding little pieces of myself at the end of little strings, dangling them like bait for anyone out there that decides they wanna taste. Am I really so undesirable? I tried to take care of myself, but somewhere along the way I seem to spoil. Have I gotten too rotten for your taste? Little strings, I tied them to every corner, hoping you'd follow them back to me, to taste me again. I'm hitting the bottom of the bottle, stuffing in these little notes, throwing them into the ocean, so at least Mother knows that these little strings, I tied them to every corner, hoping you'd follow them back to me, to taste me again.
I made that with my fucking iPad.
That's fucking awesome.
Definitely sounds like it was made with an iPad, but still low-key fire though.
That is fire as shit. Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Little
for that when they're coming.
strings.
Little strings, dude. I tie them to every motherfucking corner. So like, the lyrics are weird because they're hella fucking layered. I might as well just like go into it a little bit. If I can like actually put up my lyrics in front of me. I feel like I probably wrote them somewhere else. Yeah, probably. But like, so I'm holding little pieces of myself at the end of little strings, dangling them like bait for anyone or thing that decides they want to taste. Was kind of like me basically being like, oh, I've been putting myself out there, like taking like these little pieces of myself and like throwing them like bait, waiting for someone to like, you know, pay attention and like want it and shit like that. And then I talk about how like I'm trying to take care of myself, but somewhere along the way of like the journey of like doing all of this shit on my own, I like seem to spoil. And that's why I asked the question, have I gotten too rotten for your taste? Is basically me being like, oh, you know, I've been throwing these little pieces of myself out there, trying to put myself out there, and hoping that longing for any sort of community, and just basically being like, oh my God, is there something like with like how much I've gone through in my life and how much like all of the negativity and all of the shitty shit that's happened, like have I become too rotten for people's taste? And then the chorus is like, little strings, I tied them to every corner, hoping you'd follow them back to me, was me like painting a different picture where instead of like I'm dangling pieces of myself off of strings, it's me tying strings that like would be like a map for someone to follow it back to me. Cause I'm always like, I feel like I've spent a lot of my life trying to get people to realize just like how beneficial it would be to have me in their lives, which is like a weird thing to say because I should be able to just be like, oh, well, like my existence is enough, but like I still really care about what other people feel about me and like I want to be more of a help. So I'm always tying like little strings like, hey, you can find your way back to me if you like need something. And that's like a little bit of what the lyrics meant on
That's deep.
in that first part.
Wow.
Yeah. And then let's see if I can remember the lyrics off the top of my head. Oh, I'm hitting the bottom of the bottle and stuffing in these little notes. So hitting the bottom of the bottle is kind of like an analogy for me finishing a bottle. Like I'm hitting the bottom of the bottle. Like my alcohol's almost out, y'all. Like I'm hitting the bottom of the bottle and then stuffing in these little notes is like me stuffing in all of my complaints, all of my goals, all of the things that I want, everything that's ever happened to me that people don't know about, all of my secrets, all the secrets I've kept for other people. Like I'm stuffing in all these little notes into this empty bottle that I've just fucking consumed all this alcohol out of because that's a big part of how I deal with my shit. It's fucking alcoholism. And so like I'm stuffing in these little notes and then throwing them into the ocean so at least Mother Earth knows, is me basically being like, here's all this shit that's happened to me. No one will probably ever know or ever be able to sympathize or empathize with it. So I'm like stuffing all of this into my alcohol addiction and I'm throwing it out into the ocean because then at least Mother Earth, like this place that I live on, this place that I have a connection to and the land. So at least Mother Earth knows like all of this shit that I'm going through. And that's kind of what the second verse is about. Then it goes back into the chorus, which is like, you know, little strings, I tie them to every. It's basically me just being like, me always searching for a community by putting little pieces of myself out there, or like me accepting the fact that I will never ever be truly known. So I'm taking all of these things and I'm just kind of like stuffing them into my alcohol addiction and then fucking throwing it out to Mother Earth. Like at least Mother Earth knows all of this shit. And that's like a big part of what that song is about and what the lyrics behind it are about. And also it can apply to relationships too, like wanting someone so bad that you're like doing all of you can to like tie little strings that will bring them back to you. It could be about that too. There's so many different layers to this song, but like the biggest ones were just like me basically like talking about it's basically a song of loneliness. Like it's a song for lonely people about loneliness and trying to put yourself out there so you aren't so lonely. And yeah, that's what the song's about.
That's I don't know what to say to that. That's fucking heavy ass shit. That's super heavy.
And I recorded it on my iPad. And I just want to apologize really quick to Cole. I did not use a clipper on the drums. He's going to be like, what the fuck? No, like, I didn't use a clipper on the drums. Like, I literally was bare bones with this shit. I wanted it to be bare bones. And that's why it sounds like a fucking iPad demo, because it's bare bones. But it's got so much meaning behind it.
I think it's just, I don't think that's the word. I think the word raw.
Raw, it does have a raw sound to it. I also like music that sounds live. And like when you go to a live show, like it can be very refined, but there is a level of it that is still very raw. And I like to have that in my music, or at least lately I've liked to have that in my music, whereas my shit before used to be a little bit more refined. I have to piss again. I gotta remember, like, I still don't know how to play this thing.
There it is.
Fuck yeah. Gotta just have a
Oh,
little,
you got
little
you
blast
got to
from the
bring it
past.
back to the good old days.
Episode 3. That was episode 3. We're gonna start measuring our lives in episodes and
Yep.
seasons. We're like, that was like season 5, episode 2. They don't like the harmonica. They hate the sound of the harmonica. And it fucking, that's what they do. They bark whenever they hear the harmonica. They hate it.
Gotcha.
They can't fucking stand that shit. It's weird. Hey! Shut the fuck up! No! No! Oh, that's
That
funny
was
as
them
fuck.
saying, "Motherfucker, don't play that shit again."
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm done. I'm done. Goddamn.
Yeah, I got a lot more motivation from
Good.
that conversation and just from everything that's happened. I've got a lot to think about right now.
Good.
So.
Good. Very good.
I will say, after that long period of not being able to sit down and be able to do this podcast, it has been really fucking nice coming back and being able to do this again.
I agree. And I love knowing that there's people who listen who are
Yeah.
like Ramsey listening and like loving that shit. Like makes me really happy that she can like be moved to tears when we're singing. Like that's so beautiful.
Dude,
Makes me so happy. And like Eli, am I allowed to say his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, like knowing that he listens and he enjoys listening. Like,
yeah, shout out my boy Eli.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing all right, man.
Yeah, man, take it easy out there in the big bad world. Dude, I love Alaska.
Alaska
I really
is
love
an amazing
this
place.
Everyone that I know that wants to leave Alaska, why? This place is so great.
It's
It's one of my favorite places.
It's so beautiful. It's just I don't want to leave.
I don't want to leave either. I want to visit as many places in Alaska as I possibly can. I'd rather spend my life fucking traveling Alaska than anywhere else, honestly. If my second place would be to go back home to the Philippines. Third would be to travel around Iceland. And fourth would be to travel around Norway. That's about it.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
actually, I kind of do want to also go to Ireland and Scotland. I would like to travel around there as well. But that's probably about it. Yeah. But I really just want to see as much of Alaska as I possibly can before
Agreed.
I die. I really do
Agreed.
want to do that. And
Anybody that has thought about coming up to Alaska to like visit, I recommend it.
it's a beautiful place.
It's a beautiful
an
place.
Incredible place. Please don't bring your trash everywhere. Like, clean up after yourself. Don't harm the natural wildlife and the natural fauna, and be respectful. But please do come here. It's beautiful. It's my favorite place ever.
Hell yeah.
I feel very lucky getting to live in Alaska. I feel very lucky to be born here.
I definitely got homesick when I was down in Texas.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to call it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you everyone for listening. We're sorry it took so long to.
From moving
Yeah, there was just a lot going on.
to going on trips to doing all this other shit. I mean, there's just been a lot that's been going on between the two of us, and we
Mhm.
really appreciate y'all's patience on it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, please go stream Relapse by Tom Novook a bunch of times too, please. For the love of God, I worked hard on that song.
And there are plenty more Tommy Vuk songs to come out here in the near future.
Lots of shit to get done. Goddamn. I wish I had a clone of myself. If I had a clone of myself.
Like a Mr. Meeseeks?
Yeah, basically. No, that motherfucker's scary. No, not him.
No, but
like,
it's a version of yourself. It's a Mr. Meeseeks version
like
of yourself.
I want like a mini-me. Like an Austin Powers, like, bad guy mini-me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's what I want. I want a mini-me to do my bidding. Yeah. But thank you guys.
You go to the day job while I do all the creative shit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe I'd make we'd take turns. I would be nice to Mini-Me. We would equally share the burdens.
Hell yeah.
Especially since Mini-Me would be smaller than me, so I feel even worse for Mini-Me because I'm already tiny. All right. Thank you so much, y'all. This is Scary Jerry and my co-host.
This is Tommy Vuk.
And thank you for listening
Thank
to
you.
another episode. Goodbye, y'all.